Welcome to Mountain Cooking with Missy. Today I'm going to show y'all how to make this delicious pepper steak. It is so good. And it's comfort food, y'all, at its best right there. Good old pepper steak. So let's get started. All right, we're going to get started on pepper steak here. So you're going to need about 3 or 4 peppers sliced up. This is red and orange and green pepper. These are sweet peppers. They're not hot. I got about 2 medium onions chopped up. I got about 4 cloves of fresh garlic minced up. You're going to need about a teaspoon of ginger. You can use a little more if you want that taste. I want to use about a ½ cup of soy sauce, about 2 tablespoons of honey. I'm using delicious Willie Brooks Farm honey today. I'm going to use about a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. You can leave that out if you want, but we like ours a little spicy. Got about 2 pounds of thinly sliced New York strip steak. You can use any kind of steak you want. A lot of people use flank or sirloin steak for pepper steak. I got this really on a really good deal, so I'm just using it because I got quite a bit, so I'm going to use it for my pepper steak. And you're going to need some roasted beef base. I'm using Better Than Bouillon. You can use a cup of beef stock if you want, if you don't have that, or beef broth, but I'm using the Better Than Bouillon roasted beef base in mine to get that extra good flavor. So we're going to get started. All right, everybody, so we're going to get started. What I'm going to do, I'm going to brown my steak first, and I got my my burner on about a medium high. This is a little bit of vegetable oil, which I'm using olive oil actually, and that's a light olive oil, not extra virgin. And this skillet, my cooker is already pretty hot, and you want to sear your steak really good first. Y'all like pepper steak? I love pepper steak. You want to stir it up really good. Get it good and brown. I'm going to throw in the garlic right in with the meat. And stir that up. So what I did, I just took my steak out and just laid it over here in my plate off to the side. And now I'm going to start adding in my peppers and my onions. Get them going. Now I want to stir them up until they start to get tender. Just toss them together. I'll add just a little more of my olive oil. All right, we're going to add everything else in, and then we'll add our meat back in last. I'm going to put my beef base in here, about that much right there. That might be about a 1/4 cup, but it's one of these big heaping, big kitchen spoons full. And this is a lot of concentrated flavor. It really doesn't take a lot. And I'm going to add about a cup, and I didn't mention it in the beginning. I'm going to add about a cup of tomato juice. because I like, if you don't want to add tomato juice, you can add about a small can of crushed tomatoes if you wanted. I want to add my soy sauce. My honey. My pepper flakes. And my ginger. I'm going to show you all what it looks like. Already looks so good, don't it? Smells so good. I will let that simmer down for about a couple more minutes. Then I'm going to taste it. Then I'll add my meat back in. Steak goes back in. Stir it all together. Now, right at the end, you can thicken your gravy with some flour or cornstarch if you want. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's according how thin the juice is. If I want it a little thicker, I may thicken mine. Sometimes I do. Like I said, I don't want to add any extra flour or anything to it if I can help it, to keep it as low carb as possible as for us. And I know it's got honey in it, but good honey is good for you. So I'm just going to let mine cook down. I'm going to cover it, reduce my heat down. I tasted it. Everything is perfect for our liking. I'm going to reduce the heat and I'm going to cover it. And I got it on about a medium low, and I'm going to cover it and just let it simmer down for about an hour on low. All right, y'all, look at there. Pepper steak is done and it's tender. So I'm going to put a little bit here over some rice. And it's ready to eat. All right, y'all, it's taste time for Daddy and me. I'm going to eat some too. He's going to take him a big old mouthful of pepper steak here.
Give me a chunk of steak. There we go.
It's good.
Here we go.
I just put it over a good old pile of rice.
Everything's good on rice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord, for this food.
Tender. I'll get me some too.
Still a little hot.
I'll burn him up.
Oh, man. That's good stuff. Oh, man.
Good old pepper steak.
That's good.
It's
You knocked this one out of the park, Ellie.
better than any pepper steak I think you'll get anywhere else, if you ask me.
I have to agree.
It's good.
That is good.
I love the honey in it. It's got honey in it. Did you know that?
I did not. I don't know.
Well, pepper steak usually calls for some kind of sugar. So I put the Willie Brooks Farm honey in there. So I will drop the link where I use all the honey I cook with. I use Willie Brooks Farms honey. Really great organic honey. It's so good. And it's a hit in this pepper steak. Instead of sugar, it's so good.
That's great.
Over some rice. If you don't want to use rice, you can put it over mashed potatoes or eat it by itself. You don't have to have rice if you don't want to.
No, it's
You can use
good by
cauliflower
itself.
rice. Some people do the cauliflower rice, but
Wow. You did good, Ellie.
it's good. Stick to your ribs too. It's good old Comfort food. Good old comfort food. There you go, y'all. So I will be posting the recipe in the comments, and I'll also be putting the recipe at the top of the page under, if you go to the top of my page under photos, there's an album titled recipes. And I usually post them, I don't always post recipes. Sometimes it's just, I just explain them in my videos. But when I post them there, I usually tell everybody when I'm doing a video that if I want to post the recipe or not. So I post them in picture form. So they're in the photo albums. So all you gotta do is like tap them twice. You can see the recipe and you can save it to your phone and share it. Okay?
Sound like
So
a
if
plan.
y'all make this pepper steak, you gotta let us know. It is really good. It's like
It is
a
good.
really good supper idea, and the steak is so tender.
Is that New York strip?
I want to tell you, if you don't want to do it over stovetop like I did, you can do it in a slow cooker. Just put it all in the crock pot and slow cook it for about 5 hours on low. It'll be so good. All right, y'all. So we're going.
Sorry, y'all. I'm just digging
He's
in.
cramming it in.
It's good.
So thank you all for watching. Mountain Cooking with Missy, where it's nothing fancy,
Just good eat.
just good eating. Bye, guys.